One of the fastest ways to make dog parents panic in the pet food aisle is a single phrase on the label: meat meal. People see that word and immediately assume something is wrong with the food. They imagine mystery ingredients or low quality scraps. But the truth is, meat meal isn't automatically bad. And in some cases, it can actually be one of the more concentrated protein sources in the food. The problem is that the label language around it is so confusing. So today, we're going to break down what meat meal actually means and how to think about it when you're reading a dog food label. If we haven't met before, I'm Em. I'm a dog trainer, certified canine nutritionist, retired vet tech, and reactive dog mom. I started digging into dog nutrition because my own dogs needed better answers than what I was finding on pet food bags. And one of the biggest things I learned is that a lot of label language sounds scary simply because no one explains it clearly. In the last couple of videos, we've talked about where to start when reading a dog food label, what ingredient order actually tells you, and today we're looking at one of the most misunderstood ingredients on those labels: meat meal. So, what actually is meat meal? When you see something like chicken meal, beef meal, or lamb meal on a dog food label, it means the ingredient has been rendered and dehydrated. Rendering simply means the moisture has been removed. That process leaves behind a concentrated protein ingredient. So while fresh chicken might contain a lot of water weight, chicken meal has already had most of that moisture removed, which means it can actually contribute a very dense source of protein in finished dog food. This is why you'll often see meat meals appear near the top of the ingredient list in dry foods. Where things start to feel confusing is the difference between specific language and vague language. For example, chicken meal tells you exactly what the protein source is. But something like meat meal or animal meal is less specific. And the less specific the ingredient language is, the less information you have about the source. That doesn't automatically mean the food is bad, but it does give you less context. And when you're reading a label, specificity matters. A lot of the fear around meat meal actually comes from marketing comparisons. Many brands promote phrases like made with fresh chicken or no meat meals. While fresh meat can absolutely be a great ingredient, it's important to understand that fresh meat is mostly water weight. Once dry food is cooked and processed, that water disappears. So sometimes an ingredient that appears first on the label may contribute less actual protein than people expect. Again, this doesn't mean that fresh meat is bad. It just means that labels require a little bit of context. Instead of asking, is meat meal good or bad, a more helpful question is, what does the structure of this food look like? Is the protein clearly named? Do you see a combination of fresh meat and meat meals? And is the ingredient list specific and transparent? When you start looking at labels this way, it stops feeling like you're trying to pass a test. You're just gathering information. Dog food labels are full of words that sound confusing if no one explains them. But once you understand the language, they start to make a lot more sense. So the next time you see chicken meal or beef meal on a label, don't panic. Just look at the ingredient structure, the specificity of the ingredients, and how the recipe is built overall. If you want help practicing label reading step by step, I made a dog food label reading quiz that walks you through exactly what to look for. You can find the link in the description. And these kinds of myth-busting conversations help you feel more confident about your dog's nutrition, behavior, and enrichment. Make sure to subscribe. That's what we talk about here.